Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I stay productive with a 2-month-old. If you're new here, I am a 24-year-old first-time mom to a little boy named Grayson, and a lot of my videos revolve around motherhood and my experiences with being a first-time mom. I do also have pregnancy-related content if that's something you're interested in, and you can look back at some of my older videos to see that. Before I get started, I just want to point out I am in a different place filming today. I'm in our bedroom, and that is because we actually did like a full declutter of our apartment last weekend. We were that cliche that decluttered on January 1st, but because of that, we actually were able to rearrange our bedroom furniture and everything. So I'm actually going to be starting a vlog tomorrow, and I'm going to be going more into detail about that. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned. So I have been a mom for a little bit over 2 months now, going on 3 months. It is the best, most rewarding job in the world. However, it is also very exhausting. And if you're a mom, you know, it never feels like there's enough hours in the day to get everything you need to do done. When I was pregnant with Grayson, I had such a solid daily routine that by the end, it was just like clockwork. Like everything just fell exactly where it needed to throughout my day. But now I have had to completely rework that because it is very difficult to keep that same routine you had before having a baby after you have your baby. Before I had Grayson, my day looked like waking up at 5 a.m. and doing a workout. I would do a prenatal workout, and then I would start client work and do some little chores around the house, things that needed to be done. And then after that, I would work and work and work until about lunchtime. And then after lunchtime, I would pretty much finish up any other work that needed to be done. And then it was dinner time, and then I would relax with Kevin, and that was that. As you can probably imagine, that schedule has changed a lot since Grayson was born. The first week of his life was hard. Actually, the first month was really hard. It is such an adjustment going from having no baby to a baby. I love him with all my heart, but that was a very hard transition for us. My original plan after I had Grayson was to start going back to working out as soon as I got cleared. And let me tell you, that lasted a whole day. Because as soon as I got cleared, Vlogmas was starting. And while I loved Vlogmas and had so much fun doing it the entire month of December, I did all 25 vlogs and I was very proud because that was such a feat with a newborn baby. But doing Vlogmas made it so much harder to get things done. So if you don't know, I'm actually a social media coordinator and I do a lot of work from my computer and my phone. And that is so nice because I have a lot more flexibility with Grayson and his schedule, and I can work my schedule around his schedule. However, there are days where I was at my wit's end because I was like trying to keep my head on straight and it was just not happening. So like I said, I planned on starting my workouts as soon as I got cleared to work out, but that just didn't happen because my priority was filming, editing, uploading, and then that just repeated and repeated over and over again through the month of December until after Christmas. And then in the midst of all of that, and at the very beginning of Vlogmas, we found out Grayson was having some serious weight gain issues. And that just added onto the list of things we were struggling with at the time. The month of December did not pan out at all the way I hoped, but that's okay because I have to give myself grace. We had a newborn. I was doing Vlogmas for the very first time ever. It was a lot on top of Christmas and everything else going on. So I was very proud that I was getting done everything that I was getting done. Being a mom comes with so many challenges and unknowns. And one of those unknowns is a schedule, coming up with a solid schedule for you and your baby. I should add that Grayson had a daily routine, and I did show that routine in quite a few of the vlogs during Vlogmas. He had a routine, I did not. I knew as soon as January started, I needed to get back to a routine for my own sanity. Kevin and I were talking the other day about the things that make us happiest in life. It's not material items, you know, it's not the tangible things. It's things that occur that just truly make us happy. We were going through a list of things that make us happy because we wanted to try to focus on doing those things more in 2021. As cliche as it sounds, it is very important to do what makes you happy. One of the things that makes me so happy and makes me feel so at ease and at peace is routine. I love routine. I thrive when I have a solid daily routine. Before I had Grayson, I had such a good routine. Everything just felt like it was falling into place. And then I had Grayson and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And I knew that would happen, and that's totally okay. But now that it's January, I vowed to get back to a solid daily routine. When I do not have a routine, I crumble. So that brings me to my topic of what I do to keep a routine with a 2-month-old. I want to add a disclaimer that this routine does get adjusted at times. There's always wiggle room for what I'm doing, and especially with an infant, your routine isn't always as consistent as you hope it to be, but that's okay as long as you feel like you have some sort of plan to start your day. That is what matters. Unless you are the type of person that does not like routine, and that is totally fine. Everyone is different, but this is just what I prefer and what works for me. So I'll start out by saying I have an app called Todoist, and Kevin showed me this app. It is awesome. It is so great for making to-do lists, and you can categorize them so that way you have like home, health, you can have different categories, and it's nice because you can even add subcategories under the items that you add to the to-do list. So for example, I have a YouTube category, and under that category I have start vlog for the week. And I could do a subcategory of like different options for that vlog, just so I can, know what exactly is going to be in this vlog, because it's not a daily vlog, it's going to be a vlog over a span of a few days. And so I can also, add that to this list, as well as I have film productivity video, create thumbnail for productivity video, edit productivity video. It's so nice because it helps me keep my thoughts organized, and it's very satisfying to check off the box and finish the task. Before I had Grayson and at the beginning of my pregnancy, I was not a person who had a routine whatsoever. I was very go with the flow, and I would just try to get things done as my day went along. I never had a solid plan or anything, whereas my husband Kevin always has like a to-do list and he is very organized. I was not. That was until about the 2nd month of my pregnancy when I was like, I need to start figuring out a schedule for myself, because when I have a baby, it's going to be so much harder for me to get anything done. So at this time, what I did when I was trying to get myself in the habit of having a good routine was set alarms for myself. And so an alarm would go off and I would move on to that task. And it was simple. Something as simple as setting an alarm can be really good in directing you into doing the things that you need to get done throughout the day. And I have to give my sister-in-law credit for this one, because she is the one who got me started with this idea, and I just loved it. I even had alarms for reminders to drink water, because during pregnancy you have to drink water and stay hydrated, and I would forget. The alarms were a perfect reminder to drink water, and I would have like drink 20 ounces by this time, drink 40 ounces by this time, and etc. This one changes a little bit depending on how Grayson's nights go, but I love to wake up at 4 a.m. because I feel I'm the most productive early in the morning. So what I do is I wake up at 4 a.m., I feed Grayson and get him changed, put back to bed, and then after he is taken care of, I get up. And it's very hard because I want to stay in my warm, cozy bed, but I make myself get up, I get my workout clothes on. You can even go to bed in your workout clothes if you want to work out in the morning, and that's a good motivator for you. Once I get that workout in, I feel like 10 times more productive, and I feel like I'm ready to start my day. And if I don't get my workout in, I truly feel a difference in my levels of productivity throughout the day. I like to be productive in the morning, so that way the afternoon allows me more flexibility. And when it comes to YouTube, I film sit-down videos like this one while Grayson is napping. So whether that is on the weekend or weekday. Now, if it's on the weekend, Kevin can always watch Grayson for me, but during the week, he's working too. And so if I can help it, I will have Grayson down for a nap, and then I will start filming. And if I'm recording in his room, he'll sleep in our room in his bassinet. And if I'm recording in our room, he can sleep in his crib in his room. So like right now, he is taking a nap in his room. And this is something I am still working on, but I do my very, very best to finish client work by 2 p.m. at the latest, because it gives me so much more freedom with the rest of my day. And going back to YouTube, I usually edit videos in the evening, so I'll try to take 2 nights to edit a video if I record during the week, but if I record on the weekend, it does allow me a little bit more flexibility. My upload days are Monday and Thursday. However, my last video went up on a Tuesday because that whole weekend we were decluttering and literally took all day to do this closet back here. And I'll show that in the vlog this week. But it took us all day to get that closet done, and gave me very little time to do anything. So I had already planned on, I had filmed that video on Saturday, and I had planned on editing on Sunday and just trying to get it all done. But then we started decluttering and that took up literally all of our time. And by the end of the day, we were so dead. So I was like, okay, I guess I will be uploading on Tuesday this week. But normally my videos will be uploaded on Mondays and Thursdays. And when I edit videos during the week, I will try to edit them after dinner. That is when Kevin is available to watch Grayson. And so he'll play with him and entertain him, feed him, whatever needs to be done, and I can get that editing done. Now you might be thinking, when do you do laundry? When do you do other things that need to get done? So laundry, that is something that I know so many people hate. It is the bane of so many people's existence. And I can definitely agree that laundry is not fun. However, I feel like it's very satisfying to me to like put the clothes away and have clean clothes and have everything be clean, especially on days where I wash our bedding too. And then at the end of the day, you have your clean pajamas and you crawl into like a really clean bed. It is just the best feeling to go to bed in clean sheets. But when it comes to doing laundry itself, that part sucks. So with laundry, I have always had a designated day with our laundry, and I will do laundry on that day during that week. Now, sometimes there's times where it has to shift because like we'd be going out of town, and so I would have to get all our laundry done beforehand and I would change the day that week. But for the most part, I keep it on the same day every week. And after having Grayson, sometimes I will have to do his laundry multiple times a week because that's just the nature of having a baby. And when they have blowouts or spit up everywhere, there's more laundry to do. But for the most part, I really try to keep our laundry on designated days. And I actually just made a change that I feel so good about to our schedule, where I'm gonna start doing laundry on Sundays. And it might sound horrible to do laundry on the weekend, but I feel like getting it done on Sunday, at least our laundry, will be such a relief for me because Monday morning is when I normally would do our laundry. And I feel like I'm doing laundry all day because I'm just constantly running the washer, switching it over to the dryer, you know, and then just like switching loads, and it just feels endless. And when I'm also trying to take care of Grayson and do client work and get started for the week, it's too overwhelming for me. So I actually just decided to start doing laundry on Sunday, and that gives me less of a headache when Monday comes. Now Mondays, I actually will do Grayson's laundry because his laundry is something that I like to do separate from ours anyway. I use a different detergent for him, so I don't wash our clothes together. So it just makes more sense for me if I do ours on Sunday and then just do his on Monday. It lessens the load that I have to do on Monday, but I still have designated days for both our laundry and Grayson's laundry. And when I start washing his clothes with ours, I'm going to start doing laundry 2 days a week, because that actually is something that I used to do, and then I just kind of was like, okay, we don't make enough laundry for this. So now I do it 1 day a week, and then I do Grayson's the other day. And I already mentioned this, but I just want to reiterate that working out makes me feel so much more productive on weekdays. This morning was a little bit tricky because Grayson woke up at 2:30, and so I fed him, put him back down. But by the time I went back to bed, it was like 3, and my alarm was set for 4. So I kind of knew there was no way I was going to be getting up at 4 because I had been up since 2:30, and that was okay. I just adjusted my schedule, so I allowed myself to sleep in a little bit. And then when I did get up, I told myself I will get my workout in this morning. It's okay if it's 10 a.m. It doesn't matter, as long as I get it in this morning, it will be okay. I also had a headache because I had like that exhaustion headache, you know, when you just feel like tired. Or I feel like if I don't get enough sleep or I wake up in like a REM cycle, it just throws me off and it gives me the worst headache. And so I had to take some ibuprofen, drink some water, but I got my workout in by like 9 and I was pretty happy about that. The fact that I love workouts so much and working out makes me productive is why I like to start my mornings out with a workout. I cannot do my workout in the afternoon. I will dread it all day and it will just like loom over me. I just have to get it done and then it's done. And I feel good because I got it in and now I can truly start my day. Weekends are definitely more go to the flow with our schedule and we love it. We don't have anything that we like have a set plan or routine for on weekends, and it's nice. It's really nice to have that time to just relax, veg, or be productive, whichever we're feeling that week. So you might be thinking, okay, yeah, you're saying that you do all this stuff, but how do you do it with Grayson? And what I do is I work around him. So if I put him down for a nap, that's when I'm gonna go be productive and do client work or film a video or take a shower. Like that is when I get the stuff done that I need to get done. And when he's awake, I feed him and I play with him, and I do my very best to try to stay off my phone and try to stop doing client work when he's awake and I'm playing with him, because I want that time to be he and I don't want a screen to be in the middle of us. His wake windows are like an hour to like an hour and a half. So he's not awake very long periods of time throughout the day, and that does give me so much more time to be able to get the things done that I need to get done. And there are times where I have to do client work while I'm holding him. I'm like bouncing him and I'm doing client work. So, you know, it's just about finding that balance. But for the most part, he's a really good sleeper, and I can get the things done that I need to get done while he's napping. And again, he is only about 2.5 months old, so he is at a point where he does nap a lot more and his wake windows are shorter. So I know that a time is going to come where he is awake way longer than he's asleep. And that is perfectly okay. When that time comes, we will just readjust the routine that we have to fit his schedule. We put Grayson to bed at like 10 at night. And when we put him to bed, we ourselves get in bed and try to go to sleep. I will sometimes get up in the middle of the night to feed him, depending on how late he eats. So if I feed him closer to 11:30 at night, I will not feed him until like 4:30 the next morning, or Kevin will feed him at 4:30. However, if he eats a little bit earlier, like 9:30, then I'll feed him in the middle of the night. It just depends on when he eats the night before. We do try to keep him awake after 8 though, so that way he is stimulated and fully awake, and then he is ready for bed when it comes time to settle down. We are still working out the kinks of his sleeping routine, but he does for the most part sleep through the night, and he has been doing that for like probably a month now. So if you would like me to film a video on our experience with this, I would be more than happy to. Just let me know if that would be something you're interested in the comments below. The most important thing to remember when figuring out a routine for yourself when you have a baby is that flexibility is okay. And it's okay if every single day does not go as planned. Every single person is different, and what works for me may not work for you. Maybe you have a time of day where you're far more productive, and that isn't early in the morning. My best advice for you would be to figure out the time of day that you feel most productive and most energized, and try to work your schedule as best as you can around that. But it's really important to remember to give yourself grace, because being a mom is a full-time job in itself, and it is okay if you do not have this picture-perfect routine for yourself. I am someone who seriously struggles if I do not have a good routine in place, and so that's why I wanted to make this video and share it with you in case you relate to that. Well, that is all I have for you today. I really hope that you found this video to be helpful or valuable in some way. And if you did, I would really appreciate if you left a like and a comment down below. And to see more videos just like this one related to motherhood, be sure to subscribe.